Good evening. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Tonight we're going to be talking about corroded coins, and we're going to have a little bit of a discussion on coins that, at one point or another have come across various different elements, okay, to degrade the look of coins. And there's no better coin to talk about corrosion than the 1818 large cent. But of course, this can apply to a wide degree of different coins from copper, silver, gold, moderns, you name it. So, we're going to talk about the corrosion itself, what causes it, as far as those different elements, and also talk a little bit about value because some of you will be a little bit surprised at how value plays a part regarding the corrosion. Okay, first and foremost, corrosion. How does it happen? All right, with a lot of the earlier coins, much like this coronet head 1818 large cent, a lot of these traditionally, are pretty well spent and worn, being that they were, 1 cent still, during the day. These were most commonly misplaced. Okay, they're lost. You can imagine someone working on a farm, or someone working, just in general. They come home, they put their hand in their pocket to look for something, pull their hand out, and then a coin falls out and eventually becomes buried. All right, so the mere act of the coin being buried for many decades, maybe a century or two, uh, will most likely cause, like, say, the type of corrosion that you see on this coin right here. I mean, there's quite a swath right here at the bow on this reef, to give you an example. And if you look close enough on this video, you also see a little bit of green. Okay, that's called verdigris. That is active corrosion continuously cutting into the coin, eating away at it. And if it's not treated properly, okay, the corrosion will continue. Okay, and the verdigris, again, is a green color. It kind of looks like mold. But if you were to touch it, it won't really do anything. But if you treat it with, there's a product called Verticare, which is available, not through like a traditional retailer, but you can buy it online through a few of the early American copper sites, or you could simply treat it with olive oil, which is what a lot of the early copper aficionados do to help preserve the coin, to stop the progression of the corrosion. All right, so corrosion, again, something that's buried. A metal detecting find traditionally would be corroded, unless it's like out west in the desert. The sand preserves coins really well. um, on the East Coast, a lot of you East Coast hunters out there that have come across, coins like this, Indian head cents, wheat cents, some of those farmhouses, or in the fields, or even in parks. All right, if you have permission to detect parks, and you find older coins like this, 9 times out of 10 it would look pretty rough. And with all of the extra moisture, the alkali, in the soil. Okay, with all things considering, copper gets the short end of the stick on the corrosion scale. They corrode a lot harder than silver or gold. Silver and gold, kind of stand the test of time, but value wise, traditionally, a coin that looks like this with a lot of the detail left, okay, you would expect about a 20 to 25% decrease in value for that grade. This coin right here is somewhere in that VF details type grade. So let's say if this coin was $50, okay, then the coin would be worth about $30 to $35 by the time you factor in the corrosion. However, if you wanted to put a positive spin on this, and this is why I enjoy collecting coins that look like this, you know, with a little bit of wear and tear, some corrosion on there, is it shows a sense of history. Okay, there's a lot of history with the coins that have been buried because the last person that has indeed touched it, you know, outside of like a coin dealer or, you know, whoever obtained it, would be the person that lived during that time. Now, 1818 is exactly 200 years ago. So what if this coin was brand spanking new in 1818 and then some kid lost it? Obviously, you're the second owner. It's kind of weird to kind of throw that out there, you know, as far as an angle, but, you know, the historical aspect is what really makes collecting coins of this ilk intriguing. All right, so that's what I enjoy most about collecting corroded coins. Now, corroded coins, in terms of silver, might actually enhance the value, okay? And for the simple reason, shipwrecked coins, okay? Coins that have been lost at sea for a long time. They're, you know, they're in a shipwrecked vessel, you know, out in the Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico, and then one day, you know, a exploration company finds one of these vessels, you know, like the SS Republic, among, you know, some of the more notable shipwrecks. And some of those early, you know, mid 1800s coins, like the Seated Liberties and Drape Bust and all that stuff, those are actually worth more money because they have the provenance to the coin. So, you know, a coin might look really bad, you know, because salt water eats at any type of metal quite quickly. Okay, it's very corrosive. And, you know, as long as they're able to tie the provenance to, you know, this coin came from the SS Republic, and maybe it gets slabbed by like NGC, okay, they'll slab a coin that's part of a shipwreck provenance, then that coin will enhance in value probably 2 to 3 times. It's not out of the ordinary to see common date silver half dollars and quarters sell for maybe even 10 times their value with the shipwreck effect to it. Now, corrosion on modern coins, of course, you know, they're not going to be worth a whole lot. You know, the Lincoln sense of today, you know, being that there's zinc. Once any sort of moisture permeates through that copper layer, that coin is toast, because zinc is very it's very powdery in nature. So if you're able to, you know, peel away the layer of copper on the outside, you could literally take that thing and just rub it raw till it disappears in your hands. So yeah, there's no enhanced value for corroded coins of a modern nature. So anything post 1900, I would say fits the bill for, you know, not really changing the value if they, you know, dropping it a lot. But that kind of gives you an idea of the corrosion status of coins. And, you know, it's a fun sector to get into coins, to where you'll save a lot of money. You know, you can even get into a lot of the earlier dates of coins, such as this, for around 20 bucks. You can't beat that with a stick. It sure beats paying the $75 that it would take to buy this coin in VF. All right, so that's my presentation on corrosion. Learn to embrace it, and it's really fun, guys. There's a lot of history. You know, if you guys have questions, comments, please post them below. Would love to hear them. And I appreciate you guys being a part of Blue Ridge Silverhound. You guys take care. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.